You may know him from the module of the week. It's Martin Anderson Klutz, Principal Solutions Engineer at Acquia,
Great to be here.
wearing his Drupal GovCon shirt, I see.
That
I'm
is correct.
I'm
People
particular
should.
to that color green. It is lovely. All right, Martin, as I teased in the intro here, let's do what we do usually at this part of the show and talk about our module of the week. What do you have for us this week?
Thanks, John. Have you ever wanted to give your content teams a simple way to review the content of a node in raw Markdown or unstyled HTML format so that they can focus on the writing and its structure? There's a module for that. It's called Content First, and it was created in March 2025 by Jorge Tutor of Metadrop. It has a 1.0.2 version available, which supports Drupal 10.3 and 11. And it is actively maintained, has security coverage, and for documentation has a pretty lengthy README. Actually has no open issues, which is pretty good considering it is officially in use by 38 sites according to Drupal.org. Now, with the module installed, site admins or anyone with the necessary permissions will see a new Content First tab on nodes. When you click on that tab, you'll see an unstyled version of the content in either Markdown or unstyled HTML, with only the headings labeled with the heading level and any embedded media shown. In a sidebar on the right, it will also display an outline view of the heading structure, which makes it easy to identify if any heading levels have been skipped. With a single click, you can also copy the unstyled content or download it. This content first display of the node can also optionally include one or more meta tags such as title, description, abstract, and keywords. Within the site's content overview display, this module also adds an option to bulk export many or all of your nodes into a zipped archive for review using local tools as well. So let's talk about content first.
Well, this is cool. I mean, I think, I'm not much of a content specialist, but if I were, this seems like one of those things that I'd want added just to make my life a little bit easier, especially on those longer pages that have a kind of a lot of headings and a lot of images. This kind of simplifies it quite a bit, which is nice.
I've definitely heard of some companies that have sort of, a large team because they're creating a lot of content. And I've heard of them using sort of specialized tools, even sort of upstream from a Drupal site to be able to do some of these things where it's more focused on the writing itself. So I think being able to bring that into a tool like Drupal potentially, is going to simplify their architecture.
Yeah, I wonder. We see usage statistics, 38 sites using it. I wonder what the gist of those sites are. I would imagine they're primarily like editorial type sites, but I mean, I guess this could be used in a variety of different ways. E-commerce kind of comes to mind too. Those typically have some or can have some longer pages.
For sure.
Interesting. Well, Martin, I appreciate you bringing us this module of the week, and you, as we said, are sticking around for the whole show. But if somebody wanted to suggest a module, how could they go about doing that?
We are always happy to talk about interesting candidates for the module of the week in the Talking Drupal channel of Drupal Slack, or folks can reach out to me directly as ManClue on all of the Drupal and social channels.